Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Real Madrid Hub again. I'm your host, Dr. Jota, and I wanted to make this more longer video to explain you all the details regarding to the news that we read this morning in Spain coming out from Diario AS. It's pretty much the cover of Diario AS, where they claim that Borussia Dortmund has put an asking price of Erling Haaland. I mean, very insane and high. I mean, it's about 200 million euros. So I was like, thinking about that, and a very interesting point popped out in my mind right after that. And then I thought, okay, I'm gonna share this with the guys because I think that this is a very unique opportunity for Real Madrid if we change the plan ahead a little bit regarding to the signing of Kylian Mbappe and also the signing of Erling Haaland. So I'm gonna try to give you all the details regarding about what is my thought, my opinion, and what it might happen in case that, for example, we cannot go ahead and sign the Kylian Mbappe, because it's even better. And let me explain you all what I'm thinking about. Okay, so this year, this summer, if Real Madrid signs to Kylian Mbappe, we'll have to pay a price that falls between 150 million and 200 million if, and this is a big if, Al-Khelaifi is open to sell Kylian Mbappe. So even putting 150 or even 200 million on the table is not completely guaranteed that we are going to get Kylian Mbappe, right? So then, if next year Real Madrid wants to sign the to Erling Haaland, we'll have to pay a price about 150 and 200 million. So both of them, both signings combined would be about 350-400 million euros total in 2 years, right? So however, if Real Madrid waits a little bit more and change the plan and tries to sign Erling Haaland this year, Real Madrid would have to pay about 150 or even 200 million, okay? I mean, it's a lot of money. I mean, it's super expensive, but it's still a doable sign for Real Madrid, a doable signing for Real Madrid. Because if there is I think I told you yesterday, if there is a team in this world who can really afford to pay 200 million euros for a player, that team is Real Madrid. Considering that we have been saving a lot of money with implementing the pay cuts and all the stuff, and the expenses cut plan and all the stuff. So if there is a team in this world who can afford to pay 200 million for Erling Haaland this year, is Real Madrid. And then, if we wait a little bit more, just one more year, the sign to Kylian Mbappe, and we push the signing of Kylian Mbappe to the next year, the thing is that Kylian Mbappe will come up to Real Madrid for free. I mean, we wouldn't have to pay a single euro as a transfer fee. And in that scenario, I mean, from the Mbappe perspective, he shouldn't have, he had not go through the pressure of Al-Khelaifi. He had not go through the pressure from PSG and Qatar and all this stuff. So that year, 2022, would be the year where we could see to Kylian Mbappe coming up to Real Madrid for free, which is great, because that way you can have both of them in 2 years, one of them, Erling Haaland this year, and Mbappe the next year, but for the half of the price. So financial wise, in my opinion, it's a very unique and good opportunity for Real Madrid if we change the plan a little bit. I mean, it's a little bit, annoying, or might be annoying for Mbappe, because he's been waiting for Real Madrid the whole year. I mean, and keeping up the plan to, not to offend PSG, not to, saying something offensive for PSG, Al Khalifi, and all these people, trying to, being quiet, just be very professional and all this stuff. And now if Real Madrid say, hey, we will wait one more year for signing to you, it might be, annoying, it might bothers the Kylian Mbappe. But if you think about it, if Mbappe, it's a little bit, patience, it's even better for him as well. Because that way, PSG will be aware that that is the last year contract, and Mbappe will leave the club for free. So they have nothing to do about that. They have nothing to do against that. Because the next year is the last year. But if you keep the plan like it is now, signing the Kylian Mbappe this year and pushing to Erling Haaland for the next year, you still have to pay 200 million euros for Erling Haaland, because the last year contract of Haaland is 2024. So it's a long way ahead. So it's not even the last year contract where you can, potentially get a better price just because the club doesn't want to sell the player for less money, or even doesn't want to lose the player for free. And in the last year contract is a good moment for the teams to sign different players, because they know that there will be discounts and all the stuff. But it's not the case of Erling Haaland. He will keep the same market value, market price. And it's insane. It's about 200 million. So that way you will have to pay this year and you will have to pay next year. Which is not, in my opinion, very smart financial wise for Real Madrid. So if Real Madrid is a little bit smart, in my opinion, will change the plan a little bit. And then say, okay, let's go, let's push, let's go all in for Erling Haaland for this summer. And then let's push the signing of Kylian Mbappe for next year, and we will get him for free. So that way we will be saving about 200 million euros, which is a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and you still have this year a very top soccer player. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what is going to happen, but over the last 2 days, we've been listening and reading in the newspapers, especially ABC News in Spain, claiming that Real Madrid, if they fail in the signing of Kylian Mbappe, then Florentino Perez has to go all in, the pedal to the metal for Erling Haaland, which is, in my opinion, a very good idea, because, as you know, it doesn't matter who is going to be the next coach of Real Madrid, regardless, Ancelotti, Mourinho, or whoever it is. If you don't have a top scorer, a top player in the attack, there's nothing you can do about that. You can have a very good midfield and great defense and all this stuff, but like we saw this season, we were doing a great job in the defense, we were doing a great job in the midfield. The problem, it was all the time in the same area, in the same place, which is the attack. And when you only have a player scoring all the goals like Karim Benzema, scoring all the goals and doing almost everything in the attack, but not being backed by two other players, scoring him, helping him, assisting him, scoring goals or things like that, then you have nothing. And if you want to become more competitive, especially in the Champions, you really need the best squad in the world and the best players in the world. And at least in the attack, you need power, man. You need super powerful players. That is what happened in the past with Cristiano Ronaldo and Gareth Bale and Benzema. We had 3 super powerful players. But nowadays, the only thing we can say is that we only have one top player, which is Karim Benzema. And he's not even it's not even in the top 5 in my opinion. And then you have Vinicius Jr. only scoring 6 goals in the whole season, 7 assists, which is okay. But there are still a bunch of players, much more, not super top players, but for example, Richarlison in Everton, Dominic Calvert-Lewin in Everton as well, or Lewandowski scoring even more, way far more goals than Vinicius Jr. And aside of Lewandowski, the other two guys are not even as good as, Erling Haaland or Kylian Mbappe, and they are still scoring more goals than Vinicius Jr. So you really need more players like that. You really need more, scorers. Or more dangerous players, or whatever you want to call it. Even Andrés Silva in Eintracht de Frankfurt scored more goals than Karim Benzema. And Vinicius Jr. and Asensio and Hazard. So you really need a lot of power in the attack. Regardless, whether Kylian Mbappe or Erling Haaland, you need to have at least one of them in the squad this summer to become really competitive. And if the way to get that is that what I say, first Erling Haaland and then Kylian Mbappe, financial wise, it's going to be great. It's going to be great because we will be saving a lot of money. I don't know what you all guys think about that. Just comment in the section below, hit the subscribe button, and of course, see you in the next video.